Hello friends, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. And can you believe that it is December? I cannot. I don't know how that happened. This year just flew by. I feel like more than any other year, I am feeling just shocked. So we are going to put together a little December pile of possibilities. When I say little, I don't mean it's actually little. December is such a weird month for me. It's a hard month. It's always a very challenging month. It's filled with joy and good things, but it's also very challenging. It's the most challenging month for me, arguably, as far as like pressures on my time. And I know many people feel that way. For me, for my job, it's like December and May are the hardest times of the year. I don't know. Every month is hard. But December in particular, I'm basically not home a lot. And on top of that, this December, I'm also going on vacation as soon as we're done with school. The 15th, I think, is my last day of teaching. And then December 16th, we fly to Maui. We're going on a vacation to Maui, and I'm very excited and also extremely nervous about it because we are taking Alessandro with us. We're taking my 1.5-year-old, and from everything that I'm researching, it's making me real nervous because everybody's like, it's like the hardest age group to fly with. So I'm like, great. What have we done to ourselves? But you know, we're gonna try. So all that to be said, I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done. November was a lot more. I did read in November, but it was more disappointing than I wanted it to be. I didn't read as much as I wanted to. And of course, as December rolls around, I have all these goals of things I wanted to finish before we get to 2024. So we'll just continue to hope that we can do it. We probably won't read all of these, but we will definitely make our best effort. So let's start. Where should we start? Well, let's start with the Advent book. We're doing an Advent read along, so I will most definitely be prioritizing this first. This is a Dorothy L. Sayers play called He That Should Come, and I might actually try to read all of the 4 sacred plays in this Kindle collection that I bought. This is with Christy Lewis from the channel Dostoevsky in Space, also Carla from Raised to Walk, and Emma from The Bookish Princess, and then I think Faith, oh, I forgot the channel, Faith in Books, I think. I'm sorry, I'll link it down below. But these are the people who are all joining in for this Dorothy L. Sayers read along, and we hope you join us too. This play, the play that we're focusing on, is very short. Although I think I'm going to try to read the other plays as well, or at least maybe 1 or 2 of them. But our focus is He That Should Come. And so I'm excited to have Dorothy L. Sayers in my regular rotation. Last December, we read The Man That Would Be King. I feel like I got that title wrong, but no, The Man Born to Be King. That's what it was. And it was just fantastic. So I'm a big Dorothy L. Sayers fan now that Christy has introduced me to her. I'm forever grateful to Christy for introducing me to Sayers. So that'll be priority number 1. Priority number 2 will be my Patreon book club read, and that is the I can't say the word apparently. The Autobiography of Santa Claus by Jeff Gwynne. And I've already started this one. I have the audiobook, so I'm plugging my way through. It's very sweet. It's interesting. It's basically like it's a fictional account of Santa Claus, but it's based on like all these historical legends. It's based on like where Santa Claus came from in history. And so it's basically Santa Claus telling the story of his life, and he's recounting like all of like his origin stories. So it talks about the St. Nicholas tradition and the folklore slash historical things we know about St. Nicholas, and it is this tale of Santa Claus, and we kind of see him go throughout the evolution of Santa Claus and like what he started as and then what he is now. So it's very interesting. It's like a very just cozy, comfy read, like super cozy. So I'm about 20% of my way through that one and enjoying it. If you want to join us for that, it's not too late. I'll link my Patreon down below. The basis of my Patreon book club is that we pick a genre, a different genre every month. We usually do a wheel spin and we kind of pick a random genre, and then we pick titles to put in another wheel spin for the book choice that we're doing, and so it has to be a book in that genre. And so I do a wheel spin, everybody suggests titles, and then we see whose gets picked and we go with that one. And so far it's been very diverse. It's been a very, very diverse book club. We've read a lot of different things, which was the goal of it. So if you would like to join us, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to our new picks in the new year. And it's just a cornucopia, if you will, of different genres and titles. So please join us. We would love to have you. Okay, what else am I reading? So I always have Book of the Month Club books that I want to get to. This has been, I don't know if this is a failed goal. It's not a failed goal, but I've been trying to whittle down the TBR Book of the Month cart. And so this is like everything I have to read from Book of the Month that I haven't gotten to yet. And so it's still a lot. It's still a full cart. And we'll see. Maybe we'll do better in 2024. I was hoping it would be a slightly less full cart by 2024, but it's not. No surprise to anyone. But the ones that I have coming up next are The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. This was my recent pick that I was supposed to read it in November. November didn't go that way, didn't go according to plan. So here it still is. Still want to get to this. Oh, sorry, bumped the camera. Fantasy, young adult, maybe adult. People keep telling me and I forget. But a swashbuckling pirate-themed fantasy adventure that I'm looking forward to. Heard great things about this author, so this will be my first book by this author. I believe this is supposed to be a series as well. And then I also have this book that I would like to get to. I just got my audiobook hold that came in, so I think the chances of me getting to this are strong. So this is This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins. This is a rom-com kind of book about the new year. It's centered around New Year's Eve, and I don't think I've really read a New Year's book before, so that'll be new. I'm hoping it's cute and fun. I mean, the cover just says it's going to be cute and fun. Very sweet colors, like the pastel. And so this is about Minnie Cooper. Minnie Cooper, really? Okay, that's apparently their name. Minnie Cooper knows two things with certainty: that her New Year's birthday is unlucky, and that it's all because of Quinn Hamilton, a man she's never met. Their mothers gave birth to them at the same hospital just after midnight on New Year's Day, but Quinn was given the cash prize for being the first baby born in London in 1990. Hey, that's when I was born, but not in London. And the name Minnie was meant to have as well. Interesting. Okay, so it sounds like it's enemies to lovers. It's a New Year's Eve romance tale. It sounds really sweet, so I'm looking forward to this. So this will be read very soon, which is good because I think it's been sitting on my shelf so long because I only wanted to read it in the holiday season, and just like the holiday seasons kept coming around and I just never read it. So now we got to read it now that New Year's Eve is around the corner again. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, sorry. I just had an existential crisis after I said that. Okay, so next up we have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a hopeful, I wish the audiobook wasn't so hard to get through my library. All of the audiobook copies of The Hobbit are like at least 6 weeks wait, which will bring me into January. So this is a reread for me as well, but I want to reread this because I do plan on rereading Lord of the Rings with Tiffany's Patreon group from the channel Beautiful Minutia, and she's kicking off the year with the Lord of the Rings reread, and then the kind of buddy read for December is if you want to reread The Hobbit. And of course I do. I always want to reread The Hobbit. So this would be great to get to. I love these little copies. They're just like little pocket editions. If I just carry this around with me, maybe if I just like read it here and there in between things in my life, maybe then I will be able to get through it in December. But it's a hopeful, but it's not one that is like the highest priority for me, but it would be fun. So there's that one. And then I'm also, speaking of rereads, I've been making my way through the Twilight series. I am on Breaking Dawn. These have been going so fast for me. They're just like, I'm just like devouring them. So I have been able to do one book a month, and so it would be great to do Breaking Dawn in December. This is the wildest book in the series. If you know, you know. It's so wild, but this would be really fun because I do want to continue on with the ones I haven't read. So there's Midnight Sun, of course, is the one that is Twilight from Edward's perspective. I would be super stoked to be ready to read that really soon. There's some other ones that I have. I forget what they're called, but there's some other Stephenie Meyer books that are in the Twilight world that I would like to read. So yeah, this will be a really fun reread. Again, I'm waiting for an audiobook as well to help me through it. The audio has been a great experience on these. I forget the narrator. It's like Ileana someone with a K, but they've been a great experience. They're very well done, and it's just been so fun. So fun. Can't believe I haven't revisited these sooner. It was like one of my favorite things that I did in 2023 was revisit Twilight. So much fun. I also have a book that has appeared on a few TBRs. This was sent to me, Joshua Hershey, and he sent me Linden Falls. It's a Christian fantasy book, and I do want to read it. So it is still sitting here. It's not too long either. It's about 200 pages, so it's totally doable. I just need to crack it open. So there's still that. One more I'm going to talk about. Really? Is that? Yeah, just one more. The last one I'm going to talk about is Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. I must get to this. I keep circling around this because I don't want to read it on audio, and then I got the audio, but then I gave it back to the library, and then I think I'm on hold for it again because I just can't decide what I want to do. I can decide because I think I want to read this physically. Ideally, this should be my next physical read. Ideally, this should be priority because I reread Assassin's Apprentice so that I could continue with the series, and I cannot let too much time go by before I continue because I need to be remembering things. So yes, this is what should be on my bedside table. This should be my book that I prioritize to read physically because I really want to read these lovely copies. It just seems like it would be a shame to do the audiobook when I have the beautiful illustrated copies. So yes, I think that's what's gonna happen. This will be my next physical read. Okay, we've decided. That is it for me. it would be great to read all of these, but I don't think it's gonna happen, but we can be hopeful. But I just hope that everybody enjoys their December and their holiday season, and that you're not too stressed out. It's a stressful time of year. I love December, I really do, but it's a mixed bag for me. It's stressful and wonderful at the same time. So let me know what you have going on in December. What are you excited to read? Have you read any of these books that I talked about today? I would love to know. All of my other social media links are down below if you want to follow me in other places. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. And while you're at it, hit the little bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. Keep reading great books, and until next time, bye-bye.